What is up, everybody? Welcome to another Let's Talk. And the topic of today's discussion is going to be E3 and is it still relevant? Got news this week that Sony is once again pulling out of E3 just like they did last year. Microsoft is still going to be there, of course, but Sony pulling out. And I think people are starting to, I don't want to say panic, but I think the writing has been on the wall for a few years now, as opposed to thinking like this is all like something great or something really, really bad. You got to remember back in 2013, I think it was 2013 or was it 20? No, it had to be 2013 when Nintendo first went to do their digital direct, and people were acting ignorant about it. And back then, I was like, okay, I think I see a way in where this is going to probably be a trendsetter simply because like back then even people were talking about the how expensive it was to actually host and have a big presentation at E3. The reason why I don't think it hurts Microsoft that much is because Microsoft has their own theater. So you got to think if it's their own, they're using their own building, their own facilities. So it's not going to be nearly as much as if Sony has to do something or Nintendo has to do something, as well as stuff that they're putting on the actual show floor at E3. So I think that on, I think it's just going to be a trendsetter to how things are going to be going pretty much from now on at E3. Also, the other thing too is we got to look at how people actually consume their content now. It's a lot more digital, a lot more, you know, it's it's a lot more. I don't want to say user intensive, but it's a lot more social media and all that. So having a 2 hour presentation on a stage, and especially when it's boring, because I remember there was some years where Sony had a couple presentations and it was just boring. And then there'd be a couple years where Microsoft had a presentation and it was boring, but then you have like Nintendo has a 45-minute direct with 2 days of Treehouse Live, which is basically developer deep dives, and boom, it works. It works like a charm, and it's more uh, it's more available because now you get to see things in bite-sized chunks as opposed to like 2 hour blocks, and then you don't even get any deep dives into any of the games that are coming out. So personally, I think E3 is still kind of relevant, but not as relevant as it used to be, just because everybody now can go to their own YouTube channel, their own social media channels, and put their own vids out, put their own reveals out if they want to, and they don't have to reveal anything at a big place if they don't want to. And I think the more this happens, the more people get used to it, the worse off it's going to get for all of them. Not only E3, but Gamescom, Paris Games, PAX. You might start seeing less and less. But I think the other ones it's not as bad, just because I don't think it's as intensive or expensive, I guess I should say, to show at some of those other shows, especially something like PAX. I don't think it's that expensive because they don't. Every time I see stuff as related to PAX, it's not big conferences and all that stuff. So it's pretty much just like show floor stuff. So it just depends. Let me know what you guys think about E3, Sony pulling out, and what do you think that entails for the show going forward? I know this is a little quick little let's talk because we're going to go into this deeper on the Winging It podcast on Sunday. So check out the Winging It podcast if you haven't had a chance to. It's up on the website. We've got the playlist for you so you can catch up if you want to. And I'll see you guys on our next one. Have a good one, peeps.